Will Woods here with Timberwood scale models, and I'm going to be announcing what my next project is. Uh, do not be discouraged. I have not given up on my Spitfire Mark 14C from Academy, but what's happened is those of you with experience in modeling will understand that the carpet monster has gotten a hold of my uh, landing gear strut. What I was doing was working on it, put it in a vice grip or into a little clip, and wasn't thinking. I didn't have it totally on, and it pinged, and I mean it pinged. It went who knows where. So it is gone. So what I've done is gotten a hold of her. I've emailed Academy, which would be out of Korea, and I'm waiting to hear back from them regarding getting a new part. So the next deal that I'm working on will be the 1/48 scale Hawker Hurricane Mark 1 from Airfix. I've had this kit sitting in my stash for quite some time. I've got some extra parts for it. Uh, just one deal for it. Uh, so what I'm going to do is take a look at what we've got inside. So extra purchase that I made was for from Hanetz out of the United Kingdom is the decals, XxtraDecal. And what I'm planning on doing is, um, go figure, Douglas Batters 1/48 scale. Douglas Batters, Steed, um, flown by him, 242 Squadron, a Royal Canadian Squadron, RAF, based at RAF Coltishall, Norfolk, United Kingdom, 1940. So it'll be adding to my collection of his steeds that he had flown. So I had purchased that as an extra, and I haven't even opened this up as of yet. And so that's what I'm going to do now, is kind of do an unpackaging deal here, and we'll take it from there. I'm looking forward to this build. I have built one other at one time. I have to say that when I was doing it, I was a tad bit nervous about, let me just open this up, about doing it because it looked fairly complex. And at that time, I was fairly new to the hobby. So some of the cockpit interior kind of concerned me, but you know what? Got through it. Uh, see, let's see what we got going here. There's D. Looks like there are 4 sprues. And A sprue. So I'm going to start with obviously A, and here it is. So it's got the wings and I believe some of the interior. As you can see, the detail is pretty nice. It's super nice, actually, and should be pretty easy to go along. Not much flash on the parts, so this is frame A. There. Frame B is going to be the wings and wheels and such, and also looks pretty impressive. As you can see, the detail is quite nice. Should be fun. The tires are weighted. In other words, they're kind of flat on one side, which is cool. That's okay. Not much detail to them, but they should do. And some more of the interior. Wheel well, or wheel here. Again, nicely detailed. Frame C. Well, let me tell you, is the fuselage along here. Some more of the tail. You have the two different versions. One, I believe, obviously would be for a Navy. The Sea is Hurricane, which we're not working on. Two types of propeller. So it's, again, the detail is quite nice, as you can see. Frame D. Lots of little tidbits there. Seat, pilot, which I won't be using on this kit because I've got a figure from Edward. I think I had shown that off on my one of my short videos, standing there with the Spitfire. So this is going to go alongside that. Douglas will be standing in the middle of all of it and looking around. So that's D. So now we move on to the clear parts, which I'm not going to open the bag up today. But from what I remember, they were quite nice. So then we start on to the instructions, which are pretty basic. I do enjoy their instructions. So it starts off with the basic information about the Hawker Hurricane Mark I. Then it moves on to some explanations, assembly icons, and then step one, obviously, is going to be starting with the seat. 1, 2. And then we start with some more of the interior, floor. So the first 7 steps are basically the interior. 8 also continues. Some nice framework. Again, I'm not going to be doing the pilot, so I may be looking at putting some decal, or not decal, possibly, to me, a tape painted up as a seat belt, and then it goes on. The first one that I did cut those pieces out to show the ammo, and it's kind of opened. But I'm not going to be doing it with this one. It's going to be all closed up, including the machine guns. So they're going to be all closed up, and I'll have Douglas standing beside it. There's work on the wings. I'm quite excited about working on this. Again, it was a nice build. The instructions are really easy to follow. When they show you the red, that's pieces from a previous section. So it really gives you an idea where that piece is supposed to sit, how it sits. Those kinds of deals. So, and then it brings us to the end. Nicely. And I won't be doing any of these, although they're a nice, they look like they would make a nice build. But like I said, I'm doing Douglas batters. So that's where we're at with up and coming. So when the part for the Academy Spitfire comes in, I will finish that up. And I'm looking forward to this build now because of the Douglas batter. This is Will Woods with Timberwood Scale Models. If you like, please push the like button and subscribe so that you can follow me along on YouTube and become aware of when the part 4, my other Spitfire, comes in. Happy modeling. Will Woods signing off.